Hey guys, Joe here. Thanks for tuning in. Today I'm coming at you with another long one, Simplified Tai Chi Volume 3. I'm going to lead us through a little bit of a warm-up, some balance exercises, some silk pulling, our leg work, and then the simplified set a couple of times. So let's find our spot back here. If you ain't subscribed yet, go on now, hit that subscribe button, and we'll find our centered state. All right, here we go. Now that we've got some space to work, let's get started with our breath in and out through the nose. As we breathe in, expand from the belly, inhale. As we exhale, compress. Keep the breathing going as such, lift up from above. Once we have that lifting above, get the mind back into the body from the top down. Find this sinking through the head and face. Let the eyes rest, half or fully closed if that helps us to settle. Mind the tongue position, almost to the roof of the mouth, almost touching as close as we can without touching. We can roll the neck. Feel the muscles hang, feel the bones, and the space between from one bone to the next. Through the shoulders, on down the arms, and the spine. Through the fingertips and beyond. Level off here from the hips. Find that even distribution of the weight before we settle down the legs. Remain bent gently down through the knees into the feet and ground below. Press into the balls of the foot, behind the big toe underneath, behind the little toe and the heel equally. Take a second for our Wu Chi centered state to settle in. Let the arms hang. And we'll get a move on here, knocking the gate, swing them around. Keep the hips stable. Drive this movement from the shoulder blades as best as we can. Find a springy tautness from the shoulder across to the opposite hip. And just a walking pace with this one. Knock the gate. Find this point around behind the back, between the hips, a few inches below the belly button. We can make contact there with the hand, wrist, arm, whatever. Everybody is a little bit different. Bring the arms up here in front. And continue around behind the back. Here up over the shoulder. Good, let them drop. Bring the arms up here, embrace the tree. Stay full in the arms and across the body as we turn side to side. Driving once more from the shoulder blades to the back. Keep the hips stable. Find that springy tautness from the shoulder across to the opposite hip. Through the same range of motion as we were just swinging. Slow and controlled through the range now. Next time we're in the middle here, let's stretch down the neck, down the back. Keep the knees a bit bent, let the head and arms hang. We can move around through each bone gently on the way through to assist the stretch through the spine, on into the tailbone and hips. And we can add to it visualization with our breath, releasing any negativity with the exhale. Drawing in healthy, revitalizing breath with the inhale. Unfold on up from here. Stay full in the arms. Roll up the spine. And continue to lift above the crown of the head beyond. One more time. Right on down the middle. Hang out. Down the neck, down the back. Finding again through the tailbone and the hips as we can apply visualization with our breath. Releasing any negativity that may be ailing us or impacting us, the mind and body with the exhale. And draw in healthier, fuller breath with the inhale. Come on back up from here. Stay full. Lift again the crown of the head at the end before we let them go. We'll work just the hips next. Bring the feet a bit more than shoulder widths apart. Sit down into it, open and close side to side, the inside of the hip. Close one side, open back up, close to the other side. Gently favoring one side onto the other. Moving here down from the hip, trying to stay still on this outside edge as best as we can and just create the movement here on the inside. We refer to this movement as closing of the hip. We aim to coordinate the closing of the hip through our step. As the heel steps down, we close into the hip and begin shifting the weight here from the hips and core. So keep this movement in mind later when we're going through the linked set, or anytime you're out and about walking around, you have opportunity to practice closing the hip as you're stepping through our movement. Slow and controlled through. We can work both together at the same time. All right, settle on back down. Bring the feet once more shoulder widths apart or so. And we'll work the ankles next, forward and backward to the edge of the balance as far as we can in front to the edge of the balance. The same thing behind. Do what we can to keep the whole foot underneath us attached to the ground and aware of that extending into the ground below. Take a few times from here, settle on back down. Shorter and shorter. Till we find again that centered state. We'll go side to side to the edge of the balance, left and right. Keep both feet underneath us again. Find that position as we're gliding over here to the edge of this foot opposite is firing up to keep us attached and balanced, connected to the ground underneath and into the ground below. Take a few times again from here. Settle back down shorter and shorter. That centered state. We'll go around anyway from the feet underneath. Take a few times again from here, settle on back down. To that centered state. Let's practice balancing on one leg next. Find the hip here, close into the right, sit down into it. On forward from the leg. Let this heel opposite come up. Flex the ankle to lift the foot. We can drive up from the knee if we want even more. Set them on down. After a good amount. Other side. Close into the left. Sit down into it, glide forward on the ankle. Lift the foot from the ankle and come on up here from the knee. Alright, set it on down after a good amount. Alright, now we can do one more on each side. Find again the hip. Come on up here from the knee. If we're okay just doing one more of the same, keep it one more of the same, but If you want to put a little more into it, we can dip down the support leg, gently pull our bottom to the heel, chest to the ball of the foot, glide forward on the support leg. Hey, look at here, we still got, here's for the new subscribers out there. Come on up before we hit that point of no return. Put them on down. Other side, here I'll step back so you can have a better look. Shift the weight, come on up from the knee. And if we want to dip down, we can. Bottom to our heel, chest to the ball of the foot. Glide forward on the support leg some. There we go. After a good amount, come on up before we hit that point of no return. And we'll set them on down. All right, next I'll lead us through a standing stretching exercise, referred to as a silk pulling. For this one, we'll work across the chest, across the back, between the shoulder blades. We want to pull apart. We also want to put a bit of a twist in through the arms